are back at 6:25. Two children, a robot, and a recliner. What do they have in common? Well, thankfully, Diane Atwood, who writes the blog Catching Health, is here to explain.
That's right. And I have two stories to tell you.
Okay.
They are connected in a larger sense. They're both about making the world a little better for kids who aren't well. First up is Sophia Hull's story. She's a first grader at Carl Lamb School in Springvale. When she was 10 months old, she had a liver transplant, and last fall it started to show signs of moderate rejection. The doctor upped her dose of immunosuppressant drugs to stop the rejection, but it also increased her risk of picking up any germs swirling around in the classroom. Well, thanks to a robot named Snowball, Sophia is still able to attend school, and the other day she went to the robot zoo exhibit at the Portland Science Center. Well, her robot did. That's right. A robot went to a robot exhibit. Sophia controls the robot from home with an app on her iPad. She can move it all around and interact with people. I even interviewed her via the robot. I was at the Science Center and she was at home. The robot is on loan from Graham-tastic, a local nonprofit founded by Leslie Morissette after her 8.5-year-old son Graham died of leukemia 18 years ago. Graham-tastic provides technology like the robot to children who are ill and can't go to school. If you'd like to know more, I just this morning at 6 a.m. published a story and lots of pictures on the Catching Health blog. Our second story is about a recliner, a little recliner just for kids who are patients at the Barbara Bush Children's Hospital. Nick Mitten, who just turned 13, spent the first 6 months of his life in the hospital. He's been back many times since. He was born with Hirschsprung's disease. His body couldn't digest food properly, and until recently, he could only get nourishment through a feeding tube. One time, he had surgery and was really uncomfortable, but the only available recliner was for adults. So his grandmother, Kathy, suggested that he raise money for a kid-sized recliner, and so he did. I was at Barbara Bush when Nick and his Graham were seeing it for the first time. Well, now Nick is trying to raise money for 3 more chairs. And if you want to help him out, well, go to the Catching Health blog and look for that picture of Nick relaxing in the recliner. I wrote all about his project and included his contact information. I just love telling feel-good stories.
Yeah, it's really nice to know that there are both organizations and individuals out there kind of grassroots taking matters into their own hands and making things better for these kids.
Making a difference.
Nice.
It really doesn't take a lot. It just takes the passion to do it, I think.
Thank you, Diane. What a great way to end this half hour. We're right back.